Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Patricia. I'm a registered nurse and a Medicare agent. In this video, I am going to give you guys tips on how to get approved for disability on the first try. So if you want to know how, keep watching this video. First off, you want to know the different types of disability benefits. There are two types. So you have SSDI and SSI. SSDI is Supplemental Security Disability Income for an individual that have paid into Social Security taxes. This would be eligible towards someone that has worked at least 5 to 10 years and have enough working credits. Now let's talk about SSI. SSI is the total opposite. This is an individual that don't have enough working credits. Maybe they're too young and they didn't even have the chance to even start working at all. This is more based on a financial need, but you also have a disability. So let's talk about the things, the tips that will help you get approved for your disability benefits on the first try. One of the first things that I recommend is that you may want to have someone with you at your disability hearing, such as a disability lawyer or a disability advocate. Or you may want to just have a family member or a friend for support. The reason why I recommend that you have someone with you because you may be nervous or you may not understand or know how to answer the questions correctly, and I'm going to help you do that in this video, but you may want to have someone with you as well. Supporting documents. Now this is very, very important. You want to have all of the supporting documents that prove that you are disabled, unable to work. So this is very important. So I recommend that you have a medical folder, a medical binder, and you want to keep record of everything when it comes to your medical health. So some of the things that you definitely want to have in your binder is a tab for all of your doctor appointments, a tab for the list of all of your prescription medications, not necessarily over-counter medications, but the medications that was prescribed by your physician. You want to also keep a tab for all tests that supports your diagnosis, such as a biopsy test, labs, x-rays, MRIs. And you definitely want to keep a tab of any surgeries that you may have due to your medical condition. So that is so important to be very organized and have a binder of supporting documents that prove that you are, in fact, disabled and you need benefits. Also, there is a list of certain diseases that really help the chances of you getting approved at your hearing. And I will leave that list in the description of this video. You definitely want to know if you have any diagnosis that is on that list, and you want to make sure that it clearly states that you have that in your history and physical and your medical records. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description of this video of list of diagnoses that would definitely help your case, because there are certain diagnoses that are pretty much a go when it comes to applying for disability benefits. So if you have any of these diagnoses, you definitely want to make sure that it's in black and white in your history and physical when it comes to your medical records. You also want to have a clear record of your work history. So you want to have your W-2 form, your tax returns, bank statements, and things like that. You also want to show what is your marital status, do you have any children, your VA status, and your education and training background as well. So make sure you have all of that information ready to go and prepared to present. And if you are working and you don't have your pay stub, then you definitely want to make sure you have a letter from your employer stating how much you actually make. So make sure you have all of that and you are prepared to show proof of income if you do have income. During your hearing or appointment, you will be asked various questions about your day-to-day activities. This is known as your activities of daily living. Now, it's very important to think and pause about the question that is asked. You want to make sure that you're respectful and you're only answering questions when you're spoken to directly. And you definitely want to say your honor. Okay, so it's very important to remember that it's okay if you're a little nervous. Take your time when you're talking to the judge or the person that is conducting your interview. And you want to think about your worst day. Like I said, you will be asked questions about your daily activities, your activities of daily living. So you may be asked questions such as, well, how long can you sit for? So just pause and think about the question. How long can you sit on your worst, your toughest day? And answer it like that. Of course, you want to be honest and you don't want to over exaggerate. Your Honor, I'm only able to sit for about 5 to 10 minutes at a time before my lower back start aching and killing me, okay? So how long can you stand? Your Honor, I'm only able to stand for about 5 minutes at a time, or I could only pivot and turn. I can't stand for long at all. But you want to be specific. You want to say, I can't stand for more than 5 minutes. Like I said, you want to be honest. You want to think about the worst day that it takes you to do these activities on a day-to-day basis and answer that question. He may ask you some of the chores that you may do around the house, such as, do you sweep, do you vacuum, and can you do these things? And if you can't, be honest and say, I can't do those things. And if you can, let them know, yes, I could wash the dishes, but I could only stand for a few minutes at a time. Then I have to take a rest. Or, you could say, my back hurts so bad where I can't stand still for too long. Then I have to take pain medication. Then the pain medication makes me drowsy, and then I have to take a nap. So you want to show that you do need the assistance. You do need the benefit. You may be asked questions such as, how long does it take for you to get dressed in the morning? And you want to let them know, on your worst day, how long does it take to get dressed in the morning? Your Honor, it takes me about 2 to 3 hours to get dressed in the morning. I have to take rest periods. I get short of breath. I feel like I can't breathe. I need assistance. Someone has to help dress me. Someone has to dress my bottoms. I can't pull my pants up, and I get really tired, or whatever the case may be. You want to be honest and show the true picture of your situation. They're going to ask you things like, how many pounds can you lift, right? So be honest. Can you lift 3 pounds, 5 pounds? Let them know, well, I could only lift 3 pounds at a time, Your Honor. After that, I am exhausted. I am wiped out. So that's how you want to answer the questions. You want to think about how that activity actually makes you feel when you do that activity. Are you really tired? Do you have to take rest breaks? You want to think about how that activity impacts your daily, day-to-day life, okay? So if you can only lift 3 pounds, how does that make you feel when you lift that 3 pounds? Are you short of breath? Do you feel very tired? Do you have to take pain medication afterwards? And now you're drowsy and now you have to take a nap and go to sleep. They're going to see if you can actually go back to work. If you're not painting a picture that you cannot go back to work, then your disability may be denied. So it's very important to state what really happens on your toughest days. That is the key. Some other questions they may ask is, how long can you stand for? How long can you walk for? How long can you sit? Can you dress yourself? Do you require assistance? And if they don't ask you, do you need assistance? Let them know that you do need assistance. In the morning, Your Honor, it takes about 3 hours for me to get dressed. My wife has to help me get dressed because I can't pull up my pants, or whatever the case may be. It may ask you, what is your pain level from a scale of 0 to 10? They may also ask, do you have mild pain, moderate pain, or severe pain? You definitely want to answer the questions, what's going on with your body on your toughest day. You can't change your answers, so remember and think about your toughest day. You want the person that is interviewing you know what it's like on your toughest day. You want them to know the negative impact of this disability. Here are some of the things that you don't want to do. Number 1, not following up with your doctor orders, not getting medical treatment. It's very hard to prove your case if you don't go to the doctor and have a history of your medical condition. And if you don't follow your doctor orders, you're not taking your medications, you do not want non-compliance on your medical records. That would not look good at all. So go to your doctor appointments, follow your doctor treatments, take the x-rays, biopsies, tests, whatever the doctor recommends. You want to make sure that you follow those treatments because this is what's going to help you in your case. One thing that I have definitely learned in the nursing field is that if it's not documented, it never happened. So it's very important to follow up with your doctor orders and go to your appointments. The next thing that you don't want to do is do drugs and alcohol. This is not good. You don't want a history of drug abuse and alcohol abuse on your record. How would that help your case? Say you do have a problem with drugs and alcohol and it is in your medical records. Well, you definitely want to seek out treatment to get off of the drugs, to get off of the alcohol. There are certain diseases that is caused by alcohol and drug use, and you don't want to have to explain to the judge that your condition is caused by drug use and alcohol abuse. Like I said, you definitely want to get treatment to get off of that if that is your particular situation. I'm not saying not apply for benefits, but what I am saying is that if this is your case, then seek treatment to get help because you don't want that to be the reason why you get denied of your benefits. Another don't is breaking the law or even going to jail. You don't want to be put in that situation, especially if you have something like a DUI, domestic violence, that would not help your case. Why should a judge approve you to get disability benefits when there is so many people that need the help that don't do anything such as breaking the law or going to jail? So just stay out of trouble because that would definitely be a negative on your case. Another don't is missing your disability appointment. You don't want to do that. That's not going to help you with getting approved. And say you got denied the first time, then you could go ahead and appeal, and you want to make sure that you follow up with all the deadlines and all the appointments that are set out for you. So definitely do not miss any appointments at all. The next and last thing is you definitely want to prepare. So not preparing for your interview is a big don't. You definitely want to prepare. So if you do decide to go with a disability lawyer or a disability advocate, then have them help you prepare for your appointment. You could go back and forth. He could ask you some questions. You can answer the questions and be prepared. Practice questions at least a week or so before your appointment. Okay, let's do a quick role play right now. So the judge asks you, why can't you do this entry-level position? Say this position is at a call center, or maybe you're required to work at a factory. I don't know. It could be any job, right? But let's say it's entry level. Your answer could be something like this. Your Honor, I suffer from chronic back pain. I had to get 2 spinal infusion surgeries done and it has not helped. I can't sit more than 15 minutes at a time without having aching back pain. I literally had to take some pain medications so that way I can come to this hearing. Your Honor, when I was working, I could not focus, I could not concentrate. The pain was so severe. I had to go home early, take my pain medication, and fall asleep because the pain medication causes me to be drowsy. I can't stand for more than 15 to 20 minutes at a time because it gives me this shooting pain down my legs. Your Honor, it is so painful that it brings me to my knees and I want to cry. The pain is so severe. That is an example of someone that cannot work because of their chronic pain and their back condition. That is it for this video. I hope you found value in this video. If you need any of my assistance, my office helps clients with life insurance, Obamacare insurance, and Medicare insurance as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to reach us, I'll leave my number right here and you could give us a call. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.